Konnichiwa, spiritual team of 144, galactic warriors of the light. The God within me, the Holy Spirit, sees, feels, and knows the God, the Holy Spirit within you. Within the infinite space of the eternal now, I am as the witness, experience the one beyond all time and space. Where do we begin this journey today? 1044, 144 coming through fully today. Another beautiful, auspicious day in the light. Happy new moon in Pisces, the time of new beginnings, new activations, new codes of the new earth. Today was a beautiful spring-like day, blue skies above, with the sun shining brightly in the sky like a great diamond, with these waves of energy coming fully into the field now. Many are calling the event energy waves, which are building and accelerating and multiplying at an accelerated rate. We're experiencing these through the sacred vessel as we purify and clarify through our minds and bodies and souls this great transition, this great ascension. Last night, during the transmission, I was receiving many downloads and activations. Throughout the transmission, my left ear was popping and activating. My right ear was receiving light codes with the high frequency, the high tones. And my left eye, throughout the whole transmission, was twitching, it was activating, pulsing, and all day today I've been receiving the codes through the right ear and the activations in the left. And the left eye, it like spasms, fluctuations. Most of you know what I'm talking about. Many of you are experiencing these same things today. Many people reporting with pressure in the third eye and the skull and the brain. That's activating the crystal palace through the crown chakra. We call the Bai Hui in the Taoist arts. The point in the crown at the top of the head, at the peak of the skull, which is a portal that brings in the heavenly light, the gold light of source or cosmic consciousness. We're receiving these activations through the rainbow bridge, the chakras of the central channel, through our vessel, and many activations through the three dantians. And this is the trinity in the body, lower dantian in the belly. We say the past, middle dantian, center, the heart, the present, the mind, the future, the upper dantian. So body, mind, spirit, past, present, future. You can see lower dantian, the past, the mother, father, God, source, the parental, the middle, the child, the daughter, the son, the present, presence. Heart and mind are one in the Eastern philosophies. Most of the Eastern philosophies see the mind and the heart. And the future, the upper dantian, the brain, the crystal palace in the center, which connects, all three dantians connect through the middle path, through the central channel, the Katika channel. And these are all being activated and opened for all starseeds through these energies, waves that are coming in, these cosmic waves. Many are calling the event waves or event energies. All these things are symbolic and symbols pointing to the truth, or presenting, representing, exposing through the revelation, through revealing the source code, the source energy. Today, when I went to sacred ground on Pachamama, again I was pulled into the void, into the womb, the emptiness, the stillness, and through the womb lifted into the heart, the core, the crystalline core of Gaia in the heart center. And each time pulled into there, exposed to great beauty, bliss, purity. And then again, the bald eagle came to me today, two sacred creatures, winged nation, transmitting eagle energy, eagle medicine through my crown, getting the activations. So many of you listening to this now are receiving those activations from the winged nation, which connects us to the star nation, our star brothers and sisters in higher dimensions, in higher realms, parallel timelines, parallel dimensions, both seen and unseen, and also connecting us to our infinite multidimensional selves, already existing in these higher timelines, in these higher planes of existence, what I call the higher realms. And all these are merging and connecting now through the heart center, so we can feel into that energy. And then after traveling through multiple timelines today and dimensions, as I came back into this realm, I connected with a brother of mine, and on our way to picking up my nephew, we were driving down the street and massive black plumes of smoke were filling the air. It was very surreal. You know, as the veils are lifted and all things are being exposed, I know many of you, based on your comments and your connections and messages, are experiencing this dreamlike state or being in between worlds. Because as this Maya, as this matrix is being exposed, and as more and more individuals at accelerated rates are waking up to this reality of this temporal state or this dreamlike state, it's affecting the collective, and it's affecting in powerful ways these experiences that we're all having together. So this massive plumes and billowing black, it was like pitch black smoke. We picked my nephew up and followed where the smoke was going, and there's this massive structure that's been being built, building about 4 or 5 stories of, I believe they were condos. We've been seeing these being developed over the last, say, 6 to 8 months, this massive structure. Crews have been working day and night. It was a burning inferno, this massive waves. I mean, you could feel the heat a half mile away. People several miles away, up to 5 miles, were seeing the black smoke. They were even saying that it was appearing on the Doppler weather radar. The heat from this fire and the smoke looked like a storm passing through, flowing to the north. And these flames were this whole building was engulfed. It was a burning inferno. One of our friends that is a firefighter they've been working for at least the last 6 hours. They couldn't save the building, obviously. It burned to the ground. The flames were shooting 80 feet into the air. It was such an intense thing. It's been all over the news and the media locally, this event, because so many people were affected and experienced it. As we pulled by, there were multiple fire trucks and police. The freeways were blocked. It was very surreal to see this thing, but it was just more signs of, for one, the impermanence of all things, the temporal state, and also this great shift with the fire energies coming in. The divine masculine fire with the divine feminine, the waters, the sacred waters. So we're seeing this manifest in many, many different ways. 144 just came through again. And thankfully, no one was hurt through this great event. And the building right next door, a massive, luckily it's stone and brick. A good friend of mine lives in that building, and the flames from that building totally were engulfing this building. But luckily, the firefighters were able to save that building as the fires eventually were put out. As of now, the firefighters are working all night on this, but the fires are presently totally resolved. They've been put out, so it's just another experience, one of these wow factors. It's funny, since I mentioned that in a couple of transmissions back, I just constantly hear people saying either wow or oh wow all over. And it's funny, one of the reasons I haven't mentioned that was a friend of mine, as we were speaking with a woman, he kept saying, oh wow, and I just cracking up because he didn't realize he was saying it, but it's that childlike experience of the fascination of even like simple mundane things. So it's that childlike innocence and that open mind. It's like Shunryo Suzuki, his book Zen Mind, Beginner's Mind. It's the beginner's mind, or the open mind, with its childlike simplicity and innocence that sees with new eyes, with pure eyes of innocence, the wonders of this magnificent realm. Even with all the suffering and pain, the child still laughs, and the birds still sing their praise to the heavens above. Aho! Today's first transmission from Divine Sister of the Light, Sandra Walter, the new Stargate system, and Divine Melancholia. Blessings, beloveds. On January 13, 2020, a brand new Stargate system was birthed on Gaia. This opened new organic flows through the great central sun, cosmos, galactic center, central suns, Solaris and the planets, and Gaia. These flows reconnected us with the ascended universal flows and higher harmonics. One more click in the combination lock for revelation of the new Earth realities. In brief, this is open access to all realms of the natural cosmic Stargate flow, providing a purer experience of source love in our own creations. This is why things feel so surreal and different since mid-January. We are reconnected to the higher cosmic community. Effects of this new Stargate system connection. The inflow-outflow of light intel with positive, aligned creation is balanced. This is a new Earth dynamic and part of our galactic legacy. We affect the outer realms as easily as they affect Gaia. Communication is open. Many starseeds have been co-creating with planets in our solar system. For those of us who work with stars and cosmic stargates, this is a vibrant passage of reconnecting with local star systems and distant ones as well. Residents of New Earth, we are broadcasting our experience to many galaxies and realms. We may interact with the 7 realms of New Earth, 7 layers, versions of New Earth realities, with more ease and grace. The new crystalline Stargate system amplifies the rainbow bridges and crystalline bridges we have built. It works in tandem with the rainbow bridge DNA to create the experience of ascension. The new frequencies coming in bolster our timeline choice, allowing the new Earth experience as a consistent, palpable awareness. This is evident as more realized 5D is already here and see the collapse of 3D, 4D happening in physicalized ways. Heightened experiences of the overlay, multiple realities at the same time. The simultaneous awareness is optimum training for Christ consciousness, the awareness of yourself in multiple realities at once. We watch the old dissolve as the new amplifies. Completion of the New Earth crystalline grid bridge. With the merge of the crystalline grid and the New Earth grids in 2018, we created a foundation for the embodiment phase of ascension. As Gaia said, embodiment will change everything, and it has. With the reconnection to this brand new cosmic Stargate system in January, our ascension gates are open wide. The old grids are gone and have no impact on our realities. They served our journey, and they are complete. That is another reason why things feel so different. Those placeholders, ley lines, old structures have no influence. And all focus goes to the crystalline expression of these physical realms, including ourselves, animals, plants, elementals, sacred sites, new sacred sites, the moon, the sun, the planets, all have crystalline expressions. Cycles are complete and not repeated in the new light. We are learning how to be creators rather than fixers of dissolving realms or outdated ley lines, sites and relics which have no purpose in the new light. Some may still need to return to certain sites to pick up codes or heal memory fields of their DNA. Be aware of habit, comfort zones versus amplifying the new light. Everyone takes their awakening at their own pace. No judgment, just consider the higher perspective. The New Earth gate and grid points that so many have diligently anchored with crystals, geometries, and activations over the last 2 decades is part of this cosmic Stargate system. Access points or entire areas like the crystalline corridor have merged with this new function of Gaia as a more solar-based beingness. Yes, it enhances our ascension, but perhaps more importantly, it assists with the birth of Gaia as a more stellar type entity. This affects many realms and the whole galaxy as promised. Magnetic anomalies in our thin magnetosphere. Since solar minimum ended last year, we have a thin magnetosphere which makes us vulnerable to incoming frequencies, physical objects such as meteors and visitation. It will still stay decreased for a while, and the veils will not redensify to the degree they did before. That realm experience is done. With the new cosmic stargates open, new energies flow in, and new energies flow out with greater intensity, as noted in the Schumann resonance spikes. Higher frequencies are heard and felt. Expect magnetic and electric anomalies as the old magnetics shift and break apart to reveal the new. This changes our own magnetics, which is part of the widespread anxiety and vulnerability sensations. And a side note from myself, this is part of the reason that many people are feeling more what we call sensitive nervous systems, or feeling on deeper levels. Amplification of unified intent. We are learning to create with unified love light in a multitude of ways. Unity consciousness is a vividly different experience, a very different state of consciousness than what the body is accustomed to holding. We practice in our live gatherings, our weekly unity meditations, and unified activities to engage with the power of our crystalline solar heart, just as Gaia is with these new stargates. Gaia and embodiers co-evolve with our consistent practice and unification. Learn to accept and utilize unity as your primary experience. During my retreat, Gaia shared that she would reveal the new realms this year. I wept with the energy and love she shared while receiving the message. It was also a quantum DNA activation, revealing what is already created on the higher timelines. Welcome this insight yourself. Place your hands on the ground and ask her to reveal your highest trajectory. You might receive this gift from her, or feel the new cosmic Stargate system. As a collective, we may consciously receive influxes and produce outfluxes of this new level of diamond Christ light. We speak to the cosmos as ascended beings. The connection is open. We have some powerful passages coming up for embodiment and ascension in the next few months. This is an intense year of change, empowerment, and freedom. Visualize and feel what that means to your journey and the global ascending collective. Keep the heart focused on peace, compassion, and divine neutrality. Consistent alignment, refinement, unity, and DNA activation prepare us from now until the June trigger points. The March equinox gate is already in our field, and that solar connection is open. Gatekeepers, we are deepening our heart connection with the solar consciousness, opening our hearts to serve as conduits of the cosmic Christ and this new Stargate system. The upticks in solar activity and crystalline amplification in April and May paved the way for the June transformation of the embodiers. 1111 energies coming in now, the solar gateway of the divine central sun here now. It will be beautifully intense, heart-opening, and revealing. Creative ideas are abundant. Light ground the intuitive expressions and dreams for new earth now. The divine melancholia of mastery. The surreal, detached, yet deeply connected state of melancholia is a purposeful part of our mastery journey. In the mystery schools, we induce this state of melancholia with alchemical substances to enhance the experience of neutrality and allow the nervous system to handle the light level needed for reconnection with Source and our higher levels embodiment. Melancholia and the current clearing, weeping for no reason, has been consistent for embodiers since the 1212 activation of these new stargates, and it has amplified since then. Many have noted this melancholia in my private sessions, male and female across all age ranges. The detached neutrality of melancholia paired with weeping. We don't need to induce this state any longer. It is on, and preparation for the upcoming gates. This is not a charged, dualistic emotional state. It feels like sadness without any cause, emotional trigger, or attachment to memory. This is tied to shifting magnetics, pulling apart the fields which kept the old grids in our realities, both planetary and personal. The body and fields feel this dissolvement of the old, this dismantling of an old physical experience or expression. It is an important part of our embodiment and ascension, and a global side effect of the new Stargates. Allow the weeping, note the calm neutrality, let it clear the fields that let in more light. Mastery difference, it is not depression or attached to a cause. It ebbs and flows in the moment and deepens the heart-source connection. This is from SandraWalter.com. And from Elizabeth Peru, Happy New Moon. Are you feeling the healing wave? Beloved ones, the moon will be new over the coming 24 hours as new beginnings and fresh starts amplify. Sunday into Monday is a peak energy moment of February for harnessing the opportunity to let go of struggles and accept divine help. Can you feel the new moon building? Perhaps you're having a total body clear out and life overhaul. I've heard from many in our community that they are, and they're loving it. Heart chakras are still in expansion mode, which brings up emotions as you let go. Remember that over the next 7 days, I've themed the tip-off energy forecast to help you initiate fresh starts. The time is right. From ElizabethPeru.com and from Astromama, New Moon in Pisces, spontaneous healing, unexpected miracles, the balance of flow and action. On February 23rd, which is today of this transmission, the moon, which rules our intuition, feminine presence, and emotions, becomes new at 4 degrees of Pisces. And that's the 4 energy of the 2020, the 22. New moons are always about fresh starts, reset buttons, and initiations. Pisces, the 12th zodiac sign, represents our subconscious mind, imagination, spiritual surrender, and transcendence. The new moon in Pisces is here to initiate radical healing on many levels. There is a depth of intuitive guidance with La Luna anew in the deepest sign of the zodiac. We will be ready to begin projects and plans that call upon our more dreamy and imaginative sides, digging deep into our subconscious patterning with a common theme as well as healing past traumas. We are ready to create new brain wiring that deepens our connection to our intuition. This is an excellent new moon to begin a healing modality that may suddenly come about with little to no warning. Our dream states will also be quite active at this new moon and will provide clues into what areas of our lives that this healing will be most profound. We will be little psychic sponges, so be extra protective of who and what you give your energy to at this time. Profound and enlightened downloads come to us with little to no effort. The veil is thin, and we will be receiving constant communication from our angels and guides. The new moon in Pisces forms 2 positive 60-degree sextiles to her other planetary brothers. First is with Mars, the planet of passion, purpose, and drive, currently in his exalted sign of Capricorn. The new moon sextile Mars in Capricorn will increase our ability to be proactive within our emotions and projects. We will feel a steady inspiration and a call to action around these intuitive hits that we are receiving. The second aspect is with Uranus, the planet of enlightenment, shocks, and surprises, currently in his fall sign of Taurus. The new moon sextile Uranus and Taurus will create sudden events connected to our resources and a burst of enlightenment around our emotions. We could feel very spontaneous, but at the same time, this will be guided by a higher force that literally moves and shakes up the status quo. Epiphanies around how we value ourselves and tend to our emotional health could be activated by this aspect. We are ready to embark on the unknown and untried with a sensitivity of perception and perspective. The new moon in Pisces is here to allow for new beginnings within our old subconscious patterns. We are ready to heal and rewrite generational loops of unwanted pain and struggle. There is a profoundly active healing that wants to be known with La Luna anew in the sign of the fish. Trusting the path of the unknown will lead us to such forms of healing and transcendence. We are ready to be guided by our intuition, and at the same time, the earthly influence of grounding and structure is very strong at this time of the new moon. A balance of the tried and true along with the dark waters of the abyss are highlighted. The new moon in Pisces is here to awaken our sense of self-healing and regeneration, provide inspiration and intuitive guidance, and rewrite generational pain and suffering. We will be under the influence of the new moon in Pisces for the next 2 weeks until the full moon in Virgo on March 9th. And this is from Astro Mama. And from Laura Pleiadian, new moon February 23rd, 2020, monumental opportunities. On Sunday, February 23rd, 2020, at 11:32 a.m. AST, we have the new moon in Pisces. This is, as all new moons are, a powerful new beginning. These monumental shifts take place within your subconscious or within your consciousness and then impact form. That is, the mental, emotional, physical, and spiritual bodies respond and interact through the levels of awareness you are experiencing yourself as in the moment. Then your unique and specific changes take place through you. As the result of the inner interaction and shifts, the greatest shifts take place as you continue to deepen your experience as living through your heart. This is the ultimate portal to all portals, and the only one true pure way of being a master of form, being an ascended master, being the eternal love you are in the here and now. The new moon is sextile Mars and potentially boosts your confidence, vitality, and initiative for being true to you, for being self-assertive, for being true to your soul. Your level of passion may increase through all that you are being, and this passion, when experienced, may increase exponentially. Sun sextile Uranus may potentially bring surprises. All of this in your unique frequency and blueprint are designed to be impacted uniquely. For some, this may cause a huge impact, for others not so much. Flashes of awareness, finally seeing things through new eyes, may potentially be what is in store for all those that are ready. Mars trine Uranus potentially may increase your ability to take those steps to make changes within, to finally get what it is that is taking place as you step into new levels. And for some, this energetically charged energy may impact the desire for greater fun, love, and passion. There is a minor grand trine which increases the positive potentials as well as increased potentials on all levels of being, success, love, partnership, and in those areas that seemed closed off to open for you once again, floodgates of potential opportunities. Of course, all of this is subject to you, the frequency that you transmit and radiate as you. Are you very aware? Have you mastered your thoughts and emotions? Are you ready to advance as you, the one that is free from fear and self-limiting beliefs and restrictions? Or is the fear too great yet to face all that turmoil held buried deep within? Fortune, love, joy, and bliss are always on the table to be accessed now. The key is the heart, the accessing of now, the freedom from all fear, and the miracles of miracles becomes the you that has risen to the state of glory, being all that and more. Blessings you now, in no time, for this the unfolding and experience of time, in love and the embodiment of all that is, transmitting now with the divine council of overseers, in love, from the new divinehumanity.com, and today from the Tzolk'in Times, Kin 226, White Overtone Worldbridger. The number 5 is called Overtone, and its keywords are empower, radiance, and command. The 5th step of any wave spell is about summoning up your personal power, an important day because it really shifts the energy of the wave spell. Today is the White Worldbridger, which represents death, opportunity, and equality. Think about what you need to let go of. Cut out dark thoughts, bad habits, or delusions of importance. To cross over the bridge to a new level, you first must be lighter, stronger, People are often nervous about Worldbridger days because the word death is associated with it. In the Tzolk'in, however, it represents the shaman's death. That's the death of the ego or your old self, or what we call the false self. In order to evolve, one must let go whatever holds you back. When you combine the meaning of the number and the day, the result is empower to equalize or command death. To summarize, today is a powerful day. Don't waste it, but make good use of opportunities. Face your weaknesses and let them go. Give yourself major brownie points for doing so. From Christina Papagiorgio, White Overtone Worldbridger, Kin 226, 5 Simi, 23 February 2020, 23/2/2020, 524 equal 11 equal 2. 23 Royal Star of the Lion, Strength, Support, Protection. 5 Freedom, Change, Transformation, Liberation. 11 Portal, Doorway, Polarity. 2 Partnership, Cooperation. Kin 226 equal 10 equal 1. Leadership, New Beginnings. Shift happens. A radiant day of surrender, release, and freedom. Today is day 5 in the wave spell of Ish, the white wind who holds the power of spirit and communication, where we are becoming hollow vessels for spirit to communicate and work through our being. Today we are commanding our radiance as we are becoming more empowered through accessing greater wisdom and knowledge from spirit throughout the multi-universe. Tone of creation, overtone, tone 5 in the spiritual realm. Action commands, power empowers, essence radiance. The emphasis is on empowerment and radiance through the action of command. Number 5 represents the center, core purpose, foundation, and central intent. It is the center of the wheel from which all the spokes emanate. This is the phase where the energy of creation returns to the center and then radiates outwards. Overtones command the unbounded. They order it to be, and so it becomes. Their power radiates from their soul essence through a pure connection to Source. This is the true source of unlimited power. The number 5 represents freedom and change, further amplifying the 23-5 code of today's date. It also represents the center and your core purpose. Overtone invites you to step into the center of your crystalline core and radiate your intent and your light. Overtone's power is that of command, so take charge of your freedom and boldly go forth with renewed vigor and courage. Today we are empowering our authority through new leadership opportunities, becoming the radiant, wise teachers and leaders of our new world. So do not grieve the past anymore, as that is gone, but turn and face your future with great anticipation. Get out and build that rainbow bridge that leads to your new tomorrow. Today's question is, how can I surrender and let go to the power of spirit to become radiantly empowered as a bridge to the new world? Divine blessings for radiantly opening the doors to the new world. In Lakek Alakin, Christina, White, Magnetic Worldbridger, Kin 66. And one last note on the 2/22/2020 portal yesterday from Tortuga1320.com. The portal entrance into higher harmonic resonance between timelines. Yesterday marked a climatic intersection of master harmonic resonance between the Gregorian count, the lunar solar count of the 13-moon 28-day calendar, and the 260-day Tzolk'in count. And there's more on this in the article below this video in the description. We have every transmission transcribed on our website, primedisclosure.com, and under every video in the description is a link to each article, and they are all archived on our website. We have over 1,000 now. Kin 226, White Overtone Worldbridger. The mantra, the code for today is, I empower in order to equalize. Commanding opportunity, I seal the store of death with the overtone tone of radiance. I am guided by the power of timelessness. So timeless ones, shine your radiant light and blast through, break through all barriers, all gateways, all illusions, delusions. The gateless gate is fully open before you. The portals are fully open. It is time to step through into your greatest self through the rainbow bridge, fully activated, fully open, and fully connected. Feel into that power and feel into your life, your infinite light, your infinite life here now through the Nembutsu. Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu. The pure land expands out from your still center into the infinite void and beyond. So dear ones, let us know in the comments below this video what you're experiencing, what you're feeling, what you're seeing, your visions, your dreams, your synchronicities. I'd like to thank you all for joining us on this great quest together through this great awakening, ascension process, and activation. If you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe. Click the subscribe button below. 444 just comes through the field. Have a beautiful and blessed day, beloved beings of light. I love you all. Namaste.